It's a big political Dussehra in Mumbai with a show of strength by both the Shiv Sena factions, the Uddhav Thackeray faction and the Eknath Shinde faction in two separate places where the Dussehra rallies will be held for the first time in many years since the formation of the Shiv Sena. Two separate Dussehra rallies of the Sena, both claiming to be the real Shiv Sena. Let me go across to Ashutosh Srivastava, advocate of the Supreme Court, pro the Shinde faction, and Chandrasekhar Jha, Shiv Sena spokesperson from the Uddhav faction. First coming across to you, Chandrasekhar Jha, because at the moment, what we can clearly see on the ground is that the Eknath Shinde faction has been able to manage many more people. I understand that they've arranged for a vehicle transport for people to come to the BKC Maidan. Where does the original, as you say, Shiv Sena, the Uddhav faction, stand at the moment?
We still stand at the same moment where we used to stand 2 years back. The popularity of Shiv Sena does not divide on becoming a different faction of Eknath Shinde. Now the question remains the stability and the party's structure. What will happen to it? It is still in question with the Supreme Court. And the second thing is that we are still the Shiv Sena, original Shiv Sena, and not a faction. And it should be very clear that eventually, if you see that they have brought the crowd by using consideration, and the original Shiv Sena does not use consideration to bring the crowd. It is very clear.
Okay. Ashutosh Srivastava, the matter will be decided by the Election Commission ultimately as to which faction is the real Shiv Sena. But looking at not just the ground support, the cadre support, what is going to be most important when that decision is made? Is it the number of public representatives that each faction has?
For that, if I see, the Supreme Court has clarified that this Election Commission of India will decide about the same. Under Article 324 of the Constitution, Election Commission of India has all the powers to decide based on the Election Symbols Code of 1968. So it will decide as to who should take the legacy over. However, at present, we see the issues going on for the rally. Obviously, both the faction have their constitutional right to have such kind of procession or to to devote or to address the people. However, here the people are not any legislature or anybody. The people, it is just the common people of the state who would be attending either of these factions' rallies. So that has nothing to do with what is going to be decided by the Election Commission of India. So far as the numbers are concerned, obviously that matters a lot. And looking at the 10th schedule of the Constitution of India, that will also be the ground and will be an important issue to be decided. So what we see here at present, that none of the faction can claim the legacy at present when the matter is already subjudiced and the Election Commission of India is to decide, because Supreme Court recently, while its order has clarified that position, when the Thackeray faction went to the Supreme Court by filing an IA and stating that Election Commission should be stopped or should be, it should not pass any order to that effect. And that IA was rejected by the Supreme Court, and it said that Election Commission of India is the competent authority to decide on this issue. So we have to wait and see what is going to be decided. So far as at present issue is concerned, I feel that they are both at liberties to have the procession to address the people. They have their right so far as they follow the rules and regulations. They should not do anything which is contrary to law. It should be peaceful. It should be in the interest of the people at large, and they both have their rights to address people. This is what I think.
But Chandrasekhar Jha, was it a shot in the arm for the Uddhav faction, considering, and you don't want me to use the term Uddhav faction since you claim that that is the real Shiv Sena, but was it a shot in the arm that the Uddhav faction is able to carry out its Dussehra rally in the traditional spot of Shivaji Park?
That's true. The original rally is in Shivaji Park. It has been held on for a long time since Balasaheb Thackeray was there. And if you see that after winning it from the High Court, we got a boost in our party also that the rally is going to happen in Shivaji Park. And if you see, eventually, if you see that faction which has got divided, that faction is doing what? Is doing injustice to the people of Maharashtra right now. Because that is a fraudulent government which is sitting on the chair, dividing the constitutionality
All
of
right.
the
Okay.
nation.
Okay, we'll have to leave it at that. We've completely run out of time. Many thanks to both of you for joining us here on this discussion.